Greetings from the Rock as the boys are back in town. Trey Keenis joined alongside Lance Williams and Christian Doms, getting you set for the Motorboaters and the Tobs tonight on Flow Sports. Going back, this is not, quite frankly, a familiar foe for the Motorboaters, Lance, as they dropped both games in that doubleheader at Wilson last night, most notably errors being an issue. What needs to be done to clean that up?
Well, you look at those two games, and 4 errors total, 3 in the second game, 1 in the first game. Unearned runs were an issue, and all 4 of those errors were committed by the infielders. So it's just handling ground balls, making errant throws. That was a big issue that the Motorboaters are looking to control tonight.
Errors were an issue in both games, but one thing that stuck out in Game 1 was the bullpen once again as they struggled, ultimately giving up a walk-off grand slam. So Christian, as this continues to be an issue throughout the course of this season, what needs to be done to improve that aspect of the Marlins pitching?
Well, you talk about how in Game 1 it was a bit of a struggle with that walk-off grand slam, but in Game 2 it seemed like the bullpen was able to turn things around. You had a good start from Reed Bertram on the mound, and how about Carson Gibson as well? 6 strikeouts, gave up just 2 unearned runs, was really looking sharp out there. Avery Cook as well did solid in that spot. Ultimately, the Marlins did lose on that throwing error, but I think in Game 2 of that game against the Tobs, that's some of the best pitching we've seen from the Marlins this season. So I think the key here in tonight's game against the Tobs is keeping up that same success, getting ahead of the count, sequencing the right pitches. If the bullpen can perform the way they did in Game 2, they should be looking pretty solid tonight.
As Christian mentioned, one of the bright spots in the Motorboaters bullpen last night was Gibson. He went 5 innings, 0 earned, along with 6 strikeouts, that being a team high through any Morehead City pitcher. We were fortunate enough to have Lance stand by and chat with Gibson earlier today.
Lance Williams here with Morehead City righty Carson Gibson. Carson, last night in Wilson, 5 innings, just 2 unearned runs and 6 strikeouts. How are you feeling on the bump then?
I was feeling great. I was just working my stuff. Curveball was landing good. Just locating fastball. Just trying to get the guys through a game.
You had 5 innings pitched that tied the season high of any Marlins pitcher, bullpen or starter, and 6 strikeouts. That was the most by any pitcher this season. How does that sound?
That's awesome. My goal coming in is getting strikeouts. And, I stuck to a plan that I had. It worked out. It's amazing.
Josh Plisco, new pitching coach, teammate of yours last year. What's your relationship like with that guy?
It's awesome. He's a cool guy. Easy to get along with. You don't have any pressure on you, really. He's pretty relaxed, lets you do your thing, and gives you advice when you need it.
Sounds good. Thank you, Carson.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate the time from Carson Gibson, and as noted, Gibson mentioned Morehead City new pitching coach, Josh Plisco. We were also fortunate enough to stand by, as myself, and talk to Plisco today in his first game as Morehead City's pitching coach. Trey Keenis here with Motorboaters pitching coach Josh Plisco. And Josh, you're no stranger to this community, having grown up in Morehead City and played for the Marlins in the summer of '24. What are you looking to bring as a coach now, going from a player last year?
Just the experience, the Marlin experience. It's a great honor to be here in general. I hope these guys just realize how good of an opportunity it is, and the area is special. Everybody supports you, so hopefully we take advantage of it all summer.
As having played for Morehead City, you obviously understand the importance of pitching and what it's done for this group, having won 2 Coastal Plain League titles within the last decade. What are you looking to bring from your experience as a pitcher to now being a coach here in terms of the message and what you've learned from your time in Morehead City?
Just to make sure these guys are confident, make sure they're them, do what they do, and do it really well.
So then going forward to that, it's your first game tonight as coach. What's the message for this group of guys looking at a bounce back from last night's pair of losses to Wilson?
Let's go win. We need to get back on track. Let's go win a cup.
Simple as that. Appreciate the time.
Yep.
Once again, I want to thank Carson and Josh for their time. Reminder for tonight's first pitch will be 6:30, and these two will be on the call on Flow Sports.